Hi everyone, today's video is all about patriotic DIYs and I'm in a collaboration. I'll tell you a little bit about that a little bit later. So we're going to take these two houses from Dollar Tree and some craft paper from Hobby Lobby. Now I tried to remove the front but I could not get everything off, so I'm going to use the back of it. Now I'm just going to place the house on the craft paper, I'm going to trace it and then cut them out. So I'm going to do this on both the houses. Now I have my craft paper cut out. Now I'm just going to apply some Mod Podge on the back of the house and apply the craft paper right over the top. Now Dollar Tree carries a lot of different houses you can choose from. However, if you are able to get the material and stuff off the front, you can use the front of it, but I tried with the heat gun and everything and just couldn't remove it. Now I'm just going to add a little more Mod Podge just to make sure those corners stay put. Now I'm going to place the paper on the other one as well. Now if you don't want to use craft paper, you can always paint these, but I was doing a lot of painting in these projects today. Now these came from the easel from Dollar Tree. Just cut them down for the roof. I'm just going to paint them with the antique wax. Now I'm just going to glue them to the top of the roof. Now I did cut some angles this way it has a peak at the top. Now I'm going to do the same thing to the other house as well. Place down the roof. Well, like I said, if you don't want to use craft paper, you can always paint these. You can do so many different things to these, but I thought the craft paper that I got from Hobby Lobby, I thought it was really cute. Now I'm going to be using some letters that I got from Hobby Lobby and went ahead and painted them white. Now I'm just going to place them on the house and it's going to say USA. Now you can always find wooden letters at Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or you can use your Cricut. I'm going to be using these stars from Dollar Tree. They also carry the white and the blue. I'm just going to use the red one for this particular sign. Just going to remove it and remove the clip. And then I'm going to hot glue it right above the USA word. Like I said, I also picked up a blue one. I'm going to remove that from the clip as well. And I'm going to place it on the other house. And that's it for this project. And I think it came out super cute. Today's collaboration is called Everything Crafting, and I am the guest host. The hosts are Katie from Lady Red Crafting, Lisa from Our Gray House. I will have their channel links in my description box along with the playlist, so make sure to take a look at the playlist. We have some amazing crafters here today, and you won't be disappointed. For this one, we're going to use a Dollar Tree star, and I'm going to start off by placing some tape, and we're going to make it 3 different colors, red, white, and blue. Now, I was looking for the larger star at Dollar Tree. However, my Dollar Tree didn't carry them, so I came across this one with 3 stars, so I picked it up. So I'm going to place it diagonal, and I'm going to start off by painting the first top half blue. It's going to be called Admiral Blue. Now I'm going to remove the tape, and I'm going to place another strip of tape. And the middle part's going to be white, and then the bottom half is going to be red. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that diagonal as well. So I'm going to tape this off, and then this part is going to be the white paint. This one's super easy, and anybody can make this actually. Now I'm going to place down another strip of tape, and like I said, the bottom's going to be red. So once it dries, I'm going to take a Dollar Tree stencil, and I forgot to turn my camera on, and I just dabbing on some gold paint for the stars. and that's on the blue portion of the star. And I like the way that came out with the gold. I thought it looked really pretty. And like I said, this is from Dollar Tree, and I picked it up the other day, so they still have them. Now I want to add some character to the star, so I'm using my black marker, just making some zigzag lines around with some dots. And then on the other side of the corner, some squiggly lines, and just using my imagination. And I love the way this came out. So you can create a hanger, and I'm going to take this off the other star and place it behind this one. If you want to hang it or not, just going to glue it to the back, and you don't have to. I decided to also add a bow. I'm just going to use 3 different ribbons from Dollar Tree, put them together, and just create a little bow at the corner and hot glue it to the star. But you can leave the star as is, but I thought it looked cute with the bow. So I just made a simple little bow. I'm just going to hot glue it to the corner of the star, and that's pretty much it. And this is adorable. This one we're going to use a Dollar Tree plank. I actually cut it down a bit because it was too large. So we're going to make a cute little sign. First thing I want to do is I used my pencil and just created some zigzag lines. So it's going to look like a flag, and I'm going to start off by painting the first part of it. It's going to be blue, then it's going to be white, red, white, red. So it's going to be a lot of painting. So I'm going to kind of speed it up. Now in between the colors, I'm going to use my black marker and just highlight those lines, those pencil lines. Now the next color I'm going to use is white. Like I said, there's a lot of painting involved. Now I'm going to use my marker again for the outline of the line. Now anybody can do this. You don't have to be a special painter or anything like that. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I like the way this one comes out. Actually, I like everything today, but it was a lot of painting. So I hope you're enjoying this video today, and if you are, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Also, if you have a favorite today, let me know in the comments below. We're getting close to the ending of the painting. Next is white, and the last one's going to be red. It's really amazing what paint can do. Make a picture so pretty. Now that I have it all painted the way I want it, now we're going to add some words to it and some stars. So this stencil is coming in handy today. I'm going to use it again, and we're going to create a few stars in the blue part of the sign. So I'm just going to dab on some white paint. I think I made about, I don't know, 6 stars maybe. So I started off with that sponge, but it was too thick and I didn't want to get white paint on the sign, so I used a small little brush instead. So I like the way the painting looks, you know, when you do stencils versus using a Cricut. I mean, I use my Cricut, don't get me wrong, but sometimes the painting looks so much better. I want to add some black around the sign, so I'm going to use my black marker and just go around the outside of the edges on the sign as well and make it look like an, I don't know, a frame kind of thing. Now here's the scary part for me. I don't like to draw or use my handwriting. Now I'm going to use my pencil and just write out the word America the best I could. It actually came out pretty good. I was really surprised. I was a little nervous because I didn't want to mess up the sign and have to repaint it again. You know what I mean? I mean, I could try to erase it, but who knows if that's going to work. But anyways, now I have the word America. Now I'm going to use a black marker and just go over those pencil markings. So it looks good, but I wanted to add some highlights to the words. So I'm going to use a white marker and just create like a little shadow outline. That just makes the word pop a little bit so you can see it better. And that's pretty much it. I love the way this one came out. It was super easy. And yeah, you can place it anywhere. I mean, it's just a cute little patriotic piece. And that is it. This from Hobby Lobby, and just a regular sign from Dollar Tree, and two little paint sticks. And I'm going to use the back of this. I'm going to cut it down a bit because it's too large. Now, I seen this at Hobby Lobby, so I want to recreate it. And this is what it looks like at Hobby Lobby. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it 2 coats of the white paint in back. Now, because the sign at Hobby Lobby had some lines on their sign, I'm going to use a box cutter and just create some lines. So now I cut down the paint sticks, and I'm going to paint the welcome sign blue. It's Admiral blue, and then the 2 sides that I cut for the paint out of the paint sticks are going to be blue as well. Now, if you don't have this welcome sign, you can always use something from Dollar Tree. They always have those metal welcome pieces at Dollar Tree. So now I have to create those 3 lines, or the 4 lines that are red on the sides, like the sign at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just placing down the tape, trying to figure out because it confused me because it's already white, because I'm used to placing down the tape to add additional colors. Okay, so anyways, I'm placing down the tape to cover 1/2, and then I believe I used 3 pieces of the tape. Then I'm going to paint it red. I keep rambling. Guys, I've been working on this forever. Oh my God, I've never painted so much in my life. But everything did come out really pretty, and I was really impressed how everything turned out. I normally don't craft for like patriotic stuff. I think I did it once, maybe a year or 2 ago. So the tape did take up a little bit of the paint, but that's okay. I went back and just fixed it. And then some of the lines weren't as crisp as I would hope they would be, but I went back and fixed it as well. So now I'm going to take the sides, the paint sticks that I cut down for the sides, just going to glue them down, and then I'm going to place the welcome piece right in the middle. I think this comes out so pretty. I'm loving it. And it's really a perfect size. I can place it on my shelf, and it gives your house a little bit of that color, pop of color. So now I'm going to glue down the welcome piece, and I also use my Cricut, and then I'm going to place it right underneath the welcome sign. It's going to say family and friends. But every time I use this Dollar Tree vinyl, I always have problems. So I had to actually place it down individually. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far, but now I have to add the stars. And I did use my Cricut for that. I just printed out, or just created some white stars. And I'm going to place them on each end. But I'm only going to do one side and then do the other side off camera. And that is it. And this project is done. And look how cute it turned out. It looks just like the sign from Hobby Lobby. What do you guys think? All right, this is the last DIY. I'm going to use some wood from Dollar Tree. These are the shorter ones. I'm not sure the size, maybe 12 inches. These wood planks from Dollar Tree, two size arrows from Dollar Tree, and some stars. I believe I got those from Dollar Tree as well. So the first thing I want to do is cut the arrows down because I don't want them to look like arrows. So I'm just using my pencil to create a line, and then I go ahead and cut them down. So I'm going to do the same thing for the wood pieces. I want them to look like a house, a shape of a house at the top. I'm just going to use my pencil, and then I'm going to cut everything in back. So now I'm creating a line because they're going to be two separate colors. One's going to be like a very light tan color, and the other one's going to be red. And I use my pencil, not thinking. I use tape afterwards. So, at this point, I'm tired. This is my last one I'm doing, and I got a little tired. But anyways, I'm going to use tape. Now I'm applying down the tape, and then, like I said, the other side's going to be red. It's like a deep red. It's like a red barn color I use. I mix two different colors to make the color. Now I'm going to take the tape off. So the next one, I already put the tape down, and I'm going to paint red and then white, or not white, it's actually like a light tan. Top half of that house is going to be a dark blue, navy blue. So now I'm going to remove the tape, and then the next one, I'm going to glue them together. I'm just going to use my glue gun. I'm not going to use any wood glue or anything like that. It held pretty well. So I'm going to be using two stars. I'm going to pull them out of the package, and I'm going to paint them with the navy blue paint. So like I said, there is a lot of painting involved in these crafts today, but they come out so cute. Now I'm going to tape it off again, and this one is going to be navy blue at the top. I'll just show you this one, and then you'll get the idea of, I'll do the rest off camera. So you could see that I needed to add a little more paint there, so I went ahead and just fixed that. So I'm going to glue down the stars on the longhouse. Just going down 2 stars. And you can see I finished everything else. I added the blue at the top. So I used my Cricut and just going to apply down a bunch of stars. The stars are in a circle. So for these, I added a darker red. It's almost like a barnyard red because I wanted to look more rustic. So now for the other side, I used my Cricut again, and I'm going to place down USA. So I also created some stars. I'm going to place them down around the USA. So everything came out really nice today. I really like everything that, I made. This one is like on the top of my list, my favorite. It's rustic. It reminds me of something you would find at Hobby Lobby. Let me know what you think. I made the roof out of these easels from Dollar Tree. I'm showing you what they look like. I just cut them down for the roof and I went ahead and painted them with some antique wax. Now I'm just going to hot glue them on top. So all the pieces are going to have the roof attached to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other one off camera. So I took one of those wood planks and I cut it in half and I painted it with the same color I used on the houses. Now I'm using my pencil and just going to write out the word welcome, and then I will use a black marker to go over it. Now because it's a rustic piece, I added some territorial beige on the sides and a little bit in front, and I did the other houses as well, just to give it that rustic feel. Now I'm going to glue everything to the base. Now this base I painted brown or antique wax, I think I used. And I got this from Dollar Tree. It's one of their little planks, and like I just cut it down for a base. I glue the large one down first, and then I'm going to use a Jenga block and just place it behind it just for support purposes. Now I'm going to place the other one in front, kind of in front. And then the smaller one towards the right, I'm going to kind of angle it a little bit. You'll see what I'm doing. Now the sign that I made, I'm going to place that right in front. Now I'm going to be using this rope that I got from Dollar Tree last year, and I just placed it at the top of the larger house. I'm going to drape it all the way around the front and wrap it to the back. And that made it look awesome. And yeah, it's kind of out of view. I try to get it in view as best I could, but you'll get the idea what I'm doing. And that's it for this project, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the crafts that I made today. Like I said, I don't normally make patriotic crafts, but I'm normally into Halloween and Christmas and stuff like that. You know, if you've been with me for the last 4 years, you know what I like and what I like to make. But let me know what you think. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to take a look at the playlist. It will be linked in my description box below. Take care, everyone. I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.